Good morning. In our last class, we were discussing about the chapter motion in straight line, where I have told you this chapter falls under the branch called mechanics. I have told you what is mechanics. Mechanics is the branch of physics that deals with the study of motion of material objects. Material objects ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ those objects which have got mass and can occupy space, right? So in mechanics, we'll be discussing about the motion of such material objects. This mechanics can be further classified into three branches: statics, kinematics, and then dynamics. Statics deals with the study of material objects at rest. Kinematics deals with study of motion of objects without taking into account the cause for motion. Dynamics deals with study of motion of objects taking into account the cause for motion. In kinematics, we will not be taking into account the cause for motion while studying regarding motion. Hagadre, when we do not study about the cause for motion, what else is to be studied regarding motion antandre? We need to study the parameters associated with motion, such as distance covered, speed, velocity, acceleration, so on. These are all the parameters of motion. On the other hand, in dynamics, we'll be studying the cause for motion. You know that cause for motion of an object is some external force. We'll be studying about that external force in dynamics. I have told you, motion in straight line and motion in plane fall under kinematics. Andre ಈ ಎರಡು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ಲೇನ್, ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್, ಈ ಎರಡು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೋಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Will not be studying about the cause for motion, but we'll be studying the parameters associated with motion, like distance traveled by the body, speed, acceleration, time taken by the body to travel some time distance. All these are the parameters associated with motion. Those parameters will be studied in kinematics, right? And with this, I have told you, when we say a body is at rest and when we say a body is in motion, a body or an object is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to time and surroundings. On the other hand, a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to time and surroundings. If the position of the body does not change with respect to time and surroundings, the body is said to be at rest. If the body changes its position with respect to time and surroundings, the body is said to be in motion. See, from the beginning of the class, I am at the same position. Andre, I started the class at 10 a.m. and now it is 10:05 a.m. I am at the same position. I have not changed my position with respect to time and surroundings. Surrounding I have this green board. Exactly behind me, I have this green board, and I am at a distance of about half a meter or more than half a meter from this board. From 10 a.m., I am at this position itself. I have not changed my position. Again, I am at. What is my state now? I am at rest with respect to this board. I am at rest with respect to this board and time. I have not changed my position with respect to time as well as with respect to surroundings. So I am at rest, right? So this is the concept of rest and motion. One important aspect regarding this rest and motion is to be understood. That is, rest and motion are relative terms. Rest and motion are relative terms. We'll try to understand what does this mean. Rest and motion are relative terms. Andre now ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗದೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ we have to decide it by looking into some reference. For example, suppose this is a train. Suppose this is a train and let two passengers, say A and B, be sitting inside the train which is moving with a velocity v, right? See, this is the moving train. This train is moving with velocity v. two passengers A and B are sitting inside this moving train. Okay, let us suppose this is the platform. This is a platform on which another person C is standing. Another person C is standing. Now, can you tell me what is the state of person A as seen by person B? Person B ಗೆ person A ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಏನಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. person B ಹತ್ರ ವಾಚ್ ಇದೆ ಕೈಯಾಗೆ. To look at the time, he has watch and he has measured the distance of A from himself. B ಅವನಿಂದ A ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದೆ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Let us suppose the distance of A from B is 1 meter. A is sitting at a distance of 1 meter from B, right? At time T is equals to 10 a.m. He measures the distance of A. A is at a distance of 1 meter at 10 a.m. Train moving start agade. Let us suppose the time is now 10:01 a.m. Okay, 10:01 a.m. 1 minute of time have elapsed. Now the train bypasses this observer C. The observer C idala ಆ train ಆ observer C ನ bypass ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, you need to tell me what is the state of this person A with respect to B. Person A ಮತ್ತೆ person B ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಒಬ್ರು ಕೂತಾರೆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಒಳಗೆ. They are sitting inside a moving train. This is person A and this is person B. They are sitting just opposite to each other. Okay, person A and person B are sitting opposite to each other. Can you now tell me what is the state of person A? State antandre whether person A is at rest or person A is in motion with respect to person B. Person B ಗೆ person A rest ಆಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನ, ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನ? ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನಲ್ಲ. For person B, person A appears to be at rest. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ನ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You are traveling in a car. You are sitting just beside the driver, right? Car is moving. You are sitting beside driver. Let us suppose this is driver and this is you. ನಿಮಗೆ driver ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ? Whether the driver appears to be at rest with respect to you or the driver appears to be in state of motion. For you ನೀವು ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಪಕ್ಕಿ ಕೂತಿರಿ ಕಾರ್ನಾಗೆ, ಕಾರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. For you the driver appears to be at rest or the driver appears to be in motion. Rest, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. Rest ಹಾಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ a body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to time and surroundings. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಈಗ ಡ್ರೈವರಿಗೆ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ನೀವೇ. ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ 10 AM ಗೆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ 50 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಾಗಿದ್ದ ಕಾರ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರಿ. 10:20 AM ಆಗಿದೆ, ನೀವು ಒಂದು 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ. 20 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ನಿಮ್ ಪಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, 50 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಾಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ the position of the driver has not changed with respect to time 20 minutes and with respect to surrounding. ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ 20 ಮೊದಲು 50 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ 50 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಾಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ A appears to be at rest for person B. Can you tell me what is the state of same person A? What is the state of same person A for person C? For a person standing on the platform, what is the state of this person A? What is the state of this person A? Whether person A appears to be at rest or person A appears to be in motion for person C. ಇವನಿಗೆ ಇವನು ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನೆ? Person A appears to be in state of motion for person C. Person C, person A motion ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದೇ person A, person B ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ can you tell me whether person A is in state of rest or in state of motion? Can you tell me whether person A is at rest or he is in motion? Finally ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Whether person A is at rest or is in motion. Rest or That's wrong. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದು rest and motion are relative terms ಅಂತ. Rest and motion are relative terms. It depends upon, see, the state of rest or state of motion depends upon from where we are observing this event. From where we are observing this event. When seen from inside the train, person A appears to be at rest. When seen from outside the train, person A appears to be in motion. Right? Andre, nam surroundings ಮೇಲೆ state rest na body to state decide ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, whether the body is at rest or the body is in motion. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು frame of reference ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. I tell you about frame of reference. My point is, you cannot exactly or absolutely say whether the body is at rest or the body is in motion. You can never say it. Can you tell me whether this object is at rest or in motion? Can you tell me whether this object is at rest or in motion? Rest nagadala. But for a person on the surface of Jupiter, on the surface of planet Jupiter, for a person on the planet Jupiter, the same object appears to be in motion. Isn't it? Earth is revolving around the sun. Our planet Earth is revolving around the sun. This is object on the surface of the Earth. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್ ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ನೋಡೋರಿಗೆ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ? ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ? How does this object appear to a person seeing this object from planet Jupiter? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದ, ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದ? Whether this object is at rest or this object is in motion? Whether this object is at rest or it is in motion? Whether an object is at rest or an object is in motion depends upon its surroundings. Depends upon its surroundings, or from the place from which that event is observed. Right? On the place from which the event is observed. Okay. Ega, now I make some statements. You need to tell whether I am making the right statements or not. This object is at rest with respect to a person on the surface of the earth. This object is at rest with respect to a person on the surface of the earth. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. This object is in state of motion with respect to a person on planet Jupiter. This object is in state of motion with respect to a person on planet Jupiter. Person A is at rest with respect to person B. Correct? Person A is at rest with respect to person B. Yes. Person A is in state of motion with respect to person C. Person A is in state of motion with respect to person C. So, when you are speaking about rest and motion of an object, you need to speak about rest or motion with respect to some reference. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿನೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದ, ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಎ is at rest with respect to person B. Person A is in motion with respect to person C. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that becomes very important. From where that event is observed, whether the state of person is observed from inside the train or from outside the train, that becomes very much important. Hagadre, can you say an object is absolutely at rest? Yavadana one object rest nagirodu heli. Tell me an object which is absolutely at rest. Ellinda nodidru nimage object rest na kaanbeku. ಅಂತದೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾನ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಕಾಣಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ಅಂತದೊಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ಟ್ರೀನಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೀ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್, ಇಟ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್, ಇಟ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. If you observe the same tree from planet Jupiter, if you observe the same tree from planet Jupiter, it appears to be in motion. Say a big stone, a hill, appears to be at rest. Appears to be at rest. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಅಪಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. Star, sun. No. Sun is a star. Sun is also a star. Sun is a star. Sun is also not at rest. You can never find an object which is absolutely at rest. In the universe, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು object absolute rest ನ ಸಿಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. That object may appear to be at rest for you, but the same object appears to be in motion for some other person who is seeing it from some different frame. So there is nothing as such absolute rest or absolute motion. ಈ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗದೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ನಾಗದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. An object which appears to be at rest for you may appear to be in motion for some other person who is seeing the same object from a different planet. Mountain ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Mountain appears to be at rest for person on the earth. ನಮಗೆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಮಾರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಎಲ್ಲದೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ಸನ್. Earth itself is going around the sun. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ for the person on Mars, even that mountain must be going around the sun. So there is nothing as such absolute rest or absolute motion. These two are relative terms. ನಮ್ಮ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ರೈಟ್? an object which appears to be at rest for one person may appear to be in motion for another person. So we say rest and motion are relative terms. Rest and motion are relative terms. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗದ ಅರ್ಥ. ಈ ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ coldness. Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. Iga, say here we have boiling water. Boiling water. We know that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is boiling water. Here I have water at 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. In comparison with this water, boiling water appears to be hot. Correct? Bowl A, bowl B. ಯಾವ ಬೌಲ್ ನಾಗಿರೋ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಯಾವ ಬೌಲ್ ನಾಗಿರೋ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ? ಯಾವ ಬೌಲ್ ನಾಗಿರೋ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ? The water in bowl B appears to be hot. Right? Okay. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಅದೇ. ಆ ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ನಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ನಾಗೆ ನೀರ್ ತುಂಬಿ ಫ್ರೀಜರ್ ನಾಗ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದ್ ದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿನಿ, ಐಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೊರಗಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ 15 ನಿಮಿಷದಾಗ ಅದು ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ನ ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಐಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋಣ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಹಾಟ್, ಇದು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮೂರು ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್? ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್? ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್? ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅವಾಗ ಏ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ ಸಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. An object which appears to be cool with respect to another object may appear to be hot with respect to some other object. ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಇದೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಸಿ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಅದೇ ಯಾವ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅದೇ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದರ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಎ ಹಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಬೌಲ್ ಎ is hot or cold ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you cannot describe. Water in bowl A is hot with respect to water in bowl B. Here, water in bowl A is hot ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's meaningless. Water in bowl A is hot ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it's meaningless. Water in bowl A is hot with respect to water in bowl C. Bowl C, say 1 degree Celsius now, 2 degree Celsius now, water, cold water. Water in bowl A is hot with respect to water in bowl C. Water in bowl A is cool with respect to water in bowl B. Correct, Tala? Water in bowl A is hot. Correct statement under is wrong. Water in bowl A is hot with respect to what? Water in bowl A is hot with respect to water in bowl C. Water in bowl A is hot with respect to water in bowl C. The same water in bowl A is cool with respect to water in bowl B. Correct, Allah? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಈ ಚಪಾತಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾನ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಪಾನ್, ಹಾಟ್ ಪಾನ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Let us say you heat it to some 45, 50, 60 degrees Celsius. ಅದನ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Its temperature, its body temperature is about 320, 330 Kelvin ಬರ್ತದೆ. Kelvin ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ surface temperature of that pan is 330 Kelvin. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸನ್ನಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. How does this pan appear with comparison to sun? Sun's body temperature is 6000 Kelvin. 6000 Kelvin. ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಏನಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ? ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. The same pan appears cool if we start comparing it with sun. If I compare this pan with a piece of ice, if I compare this pan with a piece of ice, this pan appears hot. If I compare the same pan with respect to sun, the same pan appears cool. Andre hotness and coldness are also relative terms. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ hotness coldness ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Is that right? Hotness and coldness are also relative terms. Similarly, rest and motion are also relative terms. You cannot say an object is at rest. Duster is at rest, another wrong statement. Duster is at rest with respect to a person on the surface of the earth. The duster is at rest with respect to a person on the surface of the earth. Or duster is at rest with respect to me. Correct, Allah? Am I right? Duster is at rest, another wrong statement. Duster is at rest with respect to me is right statement. Duster is in state of motion with respect to a person on Jupiter is a right statement. So there is nothing as such absolute rest and absolute motion. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು object absolutely rest ಆಗು ಇಲ್ಲ, absolutely motion ಆಗು ಇಲ್ಲ. It all depends upon the surroundings. It all depends upon its surroundings, right? So rest and motion are relative terms ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ rest and motion are relative terms. This means that an object which appears to be at rest for some person may appear to be in motion for some other person. As I gave you the example of A, B, C. Person A, B, and C. A and B were sitting in train. C was standing on the platform. Person A appeared to be at rest for person B. Same person A appeared to be in state of motion for person C. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what is the state of person A ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you can You cannot absolutely define whether person A is at rest or in motion. Correct, Kala? You cannot absolutely define whether person A is at rest or in motion. Define ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Can you define whether person is absolutely at rest or absolutely in motion? Define ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. Person A is at rest with respect to person B. Person A is in motion with respect to person C. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ a body can be simultaneously in state of rest and in motion. One body ಒಂದೇ ಸಾರಿ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗೂ ಇರಬಹುದು ಮೋಷನ್ ನಾಗೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. A body can be simultaneously in state of rest and in state of motion. Correct ಅಲ್ಲ? A body can be simultaneously in state of rest and in state of motion. Am I right? ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸಾರಿ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗೂ ಇರಬಹುದು ಮೋಷನ್ ನಾಗೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. Correct? A body can be simultaneously at rest and in motion because rest and motion are relative terms. Body A, body B compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು? Body A, body B ಗೆ compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು? What was the state of body A with respect to B? What was the state of body A with respect to B? Rest. What was the state of body A with respect to C? What was the state of body A with respect to C? Motion. Hagadre body A is simultaneously in rest and in motion. So you can neither define absolute rest nor define absolute motion. They are relative terms, right? On body rest with respect to what it is at rest, that must be specified. With respect to what it is at rest, that has to be specified. But a body is at rest and a body is at rest with respect to what? Can you say I am at rest? Do you think I am at rest? Do you think I am at rest? Do you think I am at rest? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, yes, I am at rest with respect to you people because you are also on the surface of the earth. But I am in state of motion for a person on the planet Jupiter, for a person on the planet Mars. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. I appear to be in state of motion. So this is all regarding rest and motion. Is this clear? Rest and motion are relative terms. Relative ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಗಲಿ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಅದರ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. This is regarding rest and motion, right? Okay. So after understanding rest and motion are relative terms, we will now try to understand the concept of frames of reference. Actually, we the frames of reference syllabus in the debate agate. In present year syllabus nage frames of reference illa. But without knowing what is a frame of reference, it becomes difficult to understand the parameters associated with motion, such as distance traveled, speed, velocity. Then artha madಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ without describing what a frame of reference is. ಈಗ what may be the distance of I have sent you the notes of this lesson. Yesterday I have sent you the notes of this lesson. Almost half of the notes is sent. Kasi notri. I have sent you the written notes. Nanne group na haki nagle na notes na. What is the big mistake you are doing is you are not writing the notes properly. ಈಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, we are sending the notes part by part. ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ದಿನ 4-5 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಟು ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಹೌ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಅ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ, studying the concepts during the time of examination becomes difficult. ನೀವು ಅವತ್ತು ಕೂತು ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. If you do not have a proper notes with you, understanding becomes too much difficult. So now notes ಕಳಿಸಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ As soon as suppose if I have taught you up to rest and motion and relative terms, write the notes up to rest and motion and relative terms. Ali your notes for notes kadri. If your notes is not updated regularly, things become a bit difficult. If you college nagi notes dictate maduತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ class nage ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ the situation is totally different. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how far it is convenient to you to write that I do not know. Whether you are using earphones or you are listening directly, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Right? So with that difficulty, what I am doing is I am sending you the written notes. ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದೆ ಅದು ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? So see that your notes is updated regularly. ಅದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. NCERT ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಓದ್ರಿ. NCERT ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಓದ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸರ್ತಿ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ ಸರ್ತಿ ಓದಿದ ಮೇಲೆ NCERT ಓದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್. NCERT ನಾಗಿ he maintains some continuous flow. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ NCERT ನಾಗೆ. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಾಗೂ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ us and then go for NCERT. Read NCERT, it is must, but give second preference to it. Okay, right? Ishtirli, in our tomorrow's class we'll discuss about frames of reference and we'll start distance travel. What is meant by distance travel? That we'll discuss. Right? We'll continue in the next class, please. At we only 2 minutes is left out. We'll continue in the next class.